It's time for the Joe Show. 75 seconds of reflection for the Westerville school staff from your superintendent. And now, here's Joe. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Joe Show. It's Wednesday. Hey, last week there was a little contest. You had to let me know if anybody ever told you look like somebody famous or you thought you looked like somebody famous. Tanya Holman from Genoa was the winner. Tanya looks like Reba McEntire. Tanya won $10 in cold hard cash that was sent via Venmo. Hey, so last night, I was cruising the Netflix and I saw this new documentary they have out, and it's all about "We Are the World." That song, "We Are the World." If you're my age, you remember it well. Probably a lot of you don't remember it. But back in 1984, when there was a huge um, hunger crisis around Africa, Ethiopia in particular, a bunch of artists decided to get together, musical artists, and record a song to sell to raise money to feed the hungry in Ethiopia. And it was a fascinating documentary if you get a chance to see it. So I mean, we're talking again the major pop stars from 1984: Bruce Springsteen, Cyndi Lauper, Michael Jackson, Stevie Wonder, Bob Dylan, and many more. And it was just really cool how they put it together. You know, they had one night to make it happen because all these artists are touring and they've got stuff that they've got to do. But on the night of the American Music Awards, when all of these folks were going to be coming into Los Angeles, they decided after the show, we're going to record the song. And that's what they did. They all, it's midnight. They're all showing up at this recording studio. It took them to like 8 in the morning to get it done. And what was most fascinating to me about all of this was just seeing all of these huge personalities in a room working together. That was what was so fascinating. I mean, you know the reputation that pop stars have, that they're not always easy to deal with, that they have, that they're very egocentric, that they want to control things. And it was so cool to see so many of these folks just Quincy Jones wrote a note that he put on the door, said, "Check your ego at the door." And so many of them did. Not all of them, right? Sheila E. was mad because she didn't get one of those solo lines, so she left. And Waylon Jennings, there's a point when Michael Jackson wanted to put some Swahili in the song, and they were running around with that because they were actually kind of writing the song as they were recording it. And Michael's like, "Hey, we need to put some Swahili in there." And Waylon Jennings like, "I don't speak that language," and he left. Prince never showed up. I think mainly because I believe he's a huge introvert and didn't want to be in a crowd. But basically, all these folks, the biggest stars, sharing a stage, singing in unison. And yet, some got solos, others did not have solos. Some had to sing it. And I'm not much of a musical knowledge person, so if I'm saying this wrong, music teachers, I apologize, but had to sing in an octave that they're not able to sing in, or they were whatever. Just a fascinating documentary on Netflix. But the message that I got for that is so true to all the work that we do every day: is everything works better when we drop egos and we work together for the betterment of our kids. Um, it just is. So often in life, people, they have to win arguments, or they have to be right about things, or it has to be their way. And often that is contrary to what's best for the good of, um, in this case, the good of the kids, the good of the school, the good of the system. So what I'd like you to do, if you get an opportunity, watch that documentary. Again, 1984. probably a lot of you weren't even alive back then, but I remember it clearly. I remember when the song came out. I remember the Hands Across America, where we're all holding hands and raising money. But seeing inside the recording of that song was just really cool. But it's just a reminder, guys, you are all individually great people, right? When you come together, you're even better. So continue working together and using your strengths to do great things for kids. I appreciate all that you do for Westerville students to give them the opportunities to go out and do great things in life. So thanks for all you do. No contest this week, but next week's the big Super Bowl contest. You don't want to miss that. So again, thanks for watching the Joe Show and have a good week.